What's up, guys?
Aloha.
Good. What is morning?
I think it's still morning.
Good morning.
11-ish here.
It is Tuesday.
It is.
I'm like all messed up. I had a long weekend,
Yeah.
guys. I've been moving this weekend. My husband was home for a few days to help with that craziness. Then we had a holiday yesterday that obviously we worked through. You
Felt
know,
like Friday yesterday, sort of.
I don't know. It's been like Monday every day for me. I'm like, is this Monday? Is Tuesday? Anyway, it's Tuesday because we're here with you.
Yep.
So thank you for joining. Thanks
Getting
for
us back on calendar.
yes, for getting my act together. Thank you guys for the assist. Derek's not here because it's their anniversary. So happy anniversary
Happy
to Michelle
anniversary.
and Derek. Wish them happy anniversary in the comments. So it'll be Kenny and I, and then it'll be Kenny and Jody
Yes.
from Pacific Rim Mortgage. So let's start off real quick before I head out of here to get some work done and do a little small humble brag like we like to do on our lives to kind of share the feedback that you guys are generous with your time. So thank you guys if you're active with us, if you're hot or lava, we call it, meaning you're actively looking, you're about to be actively looking, you're in contract, we're in contact daily or, very frequently because we're moving and shaking and we're doing stuff either to get you into escrow or we're already in escrow.
Yes.
We like to do a safe survey, meaning we have our assistant Charlotte call, touch base just to kind of ask you how the process is going for you to get your feedback. And then, we welcome whatever feedback you guys have. And we like to share with you. We like to share with everyone some of that feedback. So we got a few here. I'm going to do one for Derek and Aiden.
I'll do yours so you don't have to read your own.
Okay. From Mika M. They've been great. I think Aiden's been handling the case and if he's not available, then Derek is there to help. They're good. Thanks, Mika.
Thank you, Mika.
Yeah.
And I love that she used the word case.
Yeah, I know.
Not to get too
Aiden's
far off
on the
topic,
case.
but Aiden's on the case.
Yes.
It just feels more,
I like it.
The shoulder shake.
It's giving Paw Patrol.
Perfect.
It's giving Paw
For
Patrol.
Aiden,
And
that's
Aiden's
perfect.
middle name's Chase.
And
yeah, it is.
nice.
Chase is on the
Okay.
case.
He just
Everybody's
had a
like, what
birthday.
are you
we
talking?
Still doing cartoon jokes for
Aiden
him?
just had a birthday.
Happy belated birthday to Aiden as well.
Happy belated birthday to Aiden.
Also, why Mahe and I are all scrambled around because day off, anniversary, birthday, day off.
It's a
holiday.
busy weekend.
Yeah, it's been fun. So this one is for Mahe, so I'll read it so she can hear it and enjoy it. This is from Elizabeth. Communication was very good. And this is in past tense because they just closed. Yeah.
We just closed.
Congratulations. Communication was very good. They went above and beyond to get us into the property on time and in budget. That's a huge win.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to be able to lean on their local connections and expertise. We love Mahe. She's great to work with. And it felt like she was really fighting for us through the crazy process.
Yeah, it's been crazy. And a couple of crazy things still continue to happen post-closing. So we do like to fight for you if we have to. I prefer it to just be smooth and wonderful. But sometimes, but it's not always, Yeah. It's not always just, rainbows and sunshine.
No
ua, no pua.
That's right.
What Kenji's sticker that he gave me for my hydroblast says. No ua, no pua. That means no rain, no flowers.
Yeah.
So had a little bit ua on this one. Had a little bit, makani blowing stuff around. But they're a wonderful, beautiful family. They're like the I want to say OGist, but is it the Oist G?
We get it.
Yeah. They're like a super OG YouTube ohana that came to us like years ago when we were at Remax, came into the office in Ever Beach at Remax.
Years
long time.
Into the family.
Long time. So it's been a long process. They weren't like actively looking the whole time or anything, but we met up with them a long time ago to kind of discuss the future plans, and now they're here. And now they're in their home, and Liz does amazing, wonderful things with homes. And their last home in Sweden, they totally made it spectacular and beautiful. So I'm very excited to see what they do with their home. But yeah, it's been a dogfight.
Nice.
and
Come out victors.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Good.
They have a beautiful home with a yard with plants to die for. So, and I shall be bringing my pruning shears
You will be visiting
to the
for
barbecue. Yeah. And Auntie's going to get clippings from the backyard. Okay.
And then this one is from Mark, who is almost there, dealing with some delays on new construction.
Yes,
stuff.
I mean, always get delays on new
Right,
construction.
right.
So it's kind of just par for the course. We expect that, but we are almost there. And this has been a haul as well.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah.
She came through when we needed her, especially in keeping our almost postponed inspection date on track, securing an excellent inspector, and helping us secure an expert in moving our cats to rabies-free Hawaii.
Yeah.
That is, I still to this day will say that, and for perspective, I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old at the time.
Yeah.
Getting the dog to the island was the hardest part of the move.
Yeah.
And so,
and you know what? Like, I've never had to do that because I'm from here and I stay here because I like it here.
yes,
But
we're staying too.
yes,
because I don't want to move
Kenny
a
will
dog
never
back,
do
no.
the rabies thing again. So they have to stay in Hawaii. But point being, Kenny has done it. He's done the move with, the pet thing and the agricultural everything in Hawaii. So we have a resource on the team who has done it and can give you a realistic kind of like debrief of how the process went for him, and more difficult than moving a 1 and 3-year-old. So be prepared.
Yeah. You can put the kids into a wagon and just roll them along. They don't come with paperwork and the right size kennel and dropping them off at a cargo place where the dog's going to fly out.
Yeah.
If your dog's not a small dog, like a lap dog that you can put in a carry-on, you're going to have to fly them separately. Right. And so it's just logistics. There's lots to it.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother live around that.
It can be done.
Yes.
But it I don't want to say logistical nightmare, but it's not, if you do not plan, what is it? Fail to plan to fail.
Correct.
Yeah. So moving our animals to Hawaii, which is a rabies-free state, as Mark mentioned.
Yes.
It requires some planning. So make sure you're looking into that. And it requires a pretty strict timeline of like how far out things need to be started. So if you got pets and you're like, I'm moving next month, and you haven't looked into this, and you may not be moving next month unless you leave your pets behind. So make sure you give yourself a lot of lead time to do the research and to make the arrangements necessary.
We generally do our best as we're connecting with you for the first time and reaching out, or you've reached out to us. We try to put that in our first handful of questions because it can take a few months. There's stuff you have to do with your local vet, and then your local vet has to send some blood work testing out to a specific lab. There's a handful of them in the US. That time has to pass. They have to send that to Hawaii, and then Hawaii sends it back to your local vet. And then you get a free and clear, and you just have to do an extra physical for your animal. And then you get the clear to close. You can book that flight now with the dog or the cat. So it's a process, and we want for it to take, we want to get you guys prepared so that you don't have to be doing that in a scramble. Right. So, again, there's a whole nother show around this. And we do have videos on it. We can send those videos out to you. Let us know if there's more questions about that. I'm not opened up on live yet, so I don't have comments.
I don't think we have any. We don't have any. Okay. And we don't have
cool.
any questions from last week. But guys, don't forget to load us up with questions. Even if you watch this later and you're like, we missed it. If you have questions that you were hoping to ask, leave them in the comment section. And that is something we do on our lives as well. Address whatever we missed the week before if you were unable to join us at the time that we're live. So leave your questions for us, and then we'll hit them next week if we don't get to them today. Okay. I'm going to bring Miss Jody in from Pacific Rim Mortgage to talk about lowering rates.
Yeah. Maybe.
Question mark?
Maybe.
Okay. I will be right back. No, I won't. I lied. I will never come back. And I am sending Jody though.
At least never till like next week, maybe.
Maybe next week, Tuesday.
So today's topics, are rates lower? We're seeing a little bit of national news. And so we're going to bring the expert in, get a little bit more granular about it, see how true it is, where they're at, if it's making an effect on the market or not. Hi, Jody.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I just have all my stuff with me.
Good. It's lower rates? Question mark, exclamation point. Yes,
Not
no.
compared to Friday
Not compared to Friday.
or Thursday.
Okay.
There was a blip. It came and went.
It's
still lower.
Okay.
It's still lower, but our little blip, I mean, I think we were able to capitalize for like maybe 5 families.
Okay. Oh, it was quick.
It was quick.
So there was a news blurb that I saw. So this is my fault for bringing the topic up.
No,
That
it's
said
okay.
lowest rates for 2025.
It was
that
a
was like
30-month low.
30-month low for about 30 minutes. Sounds
for
like
like less than 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So you have to be ready. I mean, that's why we say, Derek, right, always says it's time in the market, not timing the market, right?
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, if you're buying, it's a whole different ballpark. If you're buying, we're not trying to time it. Like, so we're in our blip, go get your offer accepted. Let's do it, right? We're not doing that because that's totally impossible.
Get prepared, stay prepared so you don't have to scramble that in.
Right. And it's not going to work, right? Because if you're like, wow, we got the perfect house that meets all of our needs, and now, oh, but darn, rates aren't where we wanted them to be. So we're going to let this one go and we're going to keep waiting, right? Like it's just like, that's poor advice and that's a poor strategy. That's not the way to do it. However, if you do already own your home and you have bought in the past 30 months, then you do need to be ready.
Yes.
In the stance of, we have a list. We're going to reach out to you. We're going to say, hey, it's probably a good idea. And it's going to sound sales pitchy when I say, by Tuesday, this may not exist.
Yes.
So if you want to take advantage of this $478 a month in savings, which you're going to recuperate in, most of them are recuperating in less than 12 months, the costs associated with the refinance. Anyways, yeah, it's still good. Like we're still at VA is right around 5.75.
Okay. That's good.
It's really good.
That's good.
So we're still super close to a 30-month low. We're just not quite at it. And there was some core inflation data that came out on Friday that wasn't as low of a number as the market and Jerome Powell wanted to see. And so now he's like, oh, well, I don't know about the September. And I know Derek gets so frustrated because he's like, I just feel like you guys say this every single month. Like you're like, rates are going to go down. And then some sort of statistic comes out that we're like, well, obviously it makes sense that they're not going to, because look, the inflation data came out and clearly Jerome Powell's not going to reduce rates if the core inflation data is up a tick higher than it was year over year comparison.
Right. So he left the door open because that's what he's supposed to do in Jackson Hole. This is a couple weeks ago. There's a specific date this month, I think.
It's in not next week, but the following.
Okay. We're not expecting maybe this is the pre-bake that we talk about from time to time, and it's not likely to change at this point based on core data from Friday.
Based on the most recent information, now he's like, because about a week and a half ago, or a week ago, or today's Monday. So a week ago.
Today's Tuesday.
Oh, today's Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just talked about how crazy it's been. It's been a weird weekend.
It has been. They were, the market was saying probability says rates are going to come down in September. So now Jerome Powell this morning did some commentary where he was like, that core inflation data wasn't really where we wanted it to be. So we don't know about where we're headed at this point.
He's closed the door, but maybe it's
He didn't close the door. He didn't close the door, but he teed it up to I told you guys it might not happen. So he didn't close the door. Like it might still happen.
Push pause.
Yeah.
hold off, be a little more patient. We'll see.
Yeah.
Fun. How are applications? Give me a little bit of a market picture current from the lending side.
From the lending side, I would have to say that numbers are up.
Okay.
Inquiries are up. Applications are up. Offers out are up. Offers accepted are up also. I would say the past maybe 2 weeks.
That's great.
Yeah.
Things are moving on.
So yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I've taught, however, I wouldn't say that like that's the norm. You know, we are so lucky that we have been in business for 22 years. This is the 22nd year. And so definitely I've talked to a lot of other lending institutions and they're slower than they want to be. As we're heading into this last quarter, you know, so because typically that is going to be, well, I always joke because everyone says that that's the slow quarter. And then I'm always like, I feel like we're always busy during this.
Yeah.
Leg.
We're a little less seasonal here. And that might be some of the networking that we do. It's definitely Hawaii not being a seasonal place. But yeah, we usually have a little bit of a lull right around the time school starts. So to hear that things are busy, things are moving a little bit better than they were a few months ago, it's a good sign. People have settled. Maybe they're seeing the writings on the wall. Rates aren't really going to change much one way or the other. So they're coming off the sideline. And we feel that on our end too. We have an increase in people reaching out to us saying they're ready now. And so we feel like we're probably just lagging behind what you're saying now. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll probably see a pretty massive ramp up for that final quarter. Right. And it just, we're not going to get snow. It's not going to get super cold. Fall break isn't necessarily a break where people leave and go on vacation. That's more of a summer thing. And so our trends are usually early summer, slow down for just a short period, and then we ramp it back up for end of summer, and then there's a little lull August-ish, and then we rock and roll to the end of the year. So Kenj, do we have any comments? Not yet. Quiet day. Yeah. You guys are lagging from Labor Day too, huh?
What'd you guys do?
We didn't do anything. I mean, we had soccer games.
Did you have soccer games on Monday?
We had 2 games yesterday.
Yeah, isn't that a weird thing?
Yeah, it was.
We didn't. I was like, yes. When I saw the schedule, I was like, no, we're not having soccer games on Monday.
We were supposed to have an offsite game on Saturday that got canceled because the other team couldn't field enough kids. And so then we ended up with 2 games yesterday. So we were out there from like 10 to 1. Apparently they had some kind of like barbecue or hot dogs or something. We didn't stay for that.
Yeah.
We went home and did that at the house.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that to me. Like, are you going to the thing? And I said, no, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. Cub Scouts on Sunday. We had a pretty good old fashioned weekend, just busy with the kids, having a good time, and just did burgers and hot dogs yesterday. So tried to keep it mellow, but
the beach was pretty busy.
Was it?
We made it to the beach. My goal is to make it to the beach once a week.
Yeah. Good.
Which is a big goal.
We did a birthday party on Sunday, right after church. Sunday went to Nimitz for a birthday party. Dylan's little girlfriend.
Oh, cute.
And so that was fun. They got to bounce house. We got to go get in the water, and that's once a week would be awesome. We're more like once a month. School started and all that. So, but I know you're in that same boat. So
yeah.
Well, I think if there aren't any real questions today, we'll keep it light and get back to the grind. Sounds like we're covering some of our bases today. If just please remember, if you're out there and have questions, go down to the bottom of the page, coreteamhawaii.com, click the contact form, fill it out, reach out. Any question at any point. You heard Mahe speak momentarily about it being a 2 to 3 year process for somebody that gave a good testimonial that just closed like last week. So it's never too soon to ask a question. If you're a year or two out I wouldn't necessarily say we're going to be talking to you 2 or 3 times a week, but if you're watching the channel and you're thinking of moving, there's a potential job opportunity or a retirement opportunity, anything like that, please just go down to the bottom of the page, fill out your form, let us know what your ideas and your plans are. We're happy to chat with you.
We got one.
What you got, Kenji?
It's funny. His name is Kenji too.
Oh.
I was like, wait,
what's up, Kenji?
The other Kenji. What's up, Kenji? But I'll just read it to you.
Yeah.
Can you get a mortgage based on passive income, cash on cash in quotation, parentheses, return? So can you get a mortgage based on passive income return?
So short answer, yes. I would need to know what kind. So if you have dividends, yes. If you even have capital gains, like let's say you are more of a day trader, or you have just a big portfolio and you sell, right? If we would be able to do a 2-year look back and take an average of your capital gains income or dividends income that we can use. And then also if you just have like passive, I guess I wouldn't be considered passive income, but like if you just have like a lot of money in stocks or 401k, there is also a way to extrapolate that into a monthly income and utilize that as a qualifying factor for purchasing and getting a mortgage.
Like an annuity type of setup, not retirement, but something.
It's a formula.
Okay.
So like we can take a certain percentage of the overall amount that you have and then divide, depending on the asset and depending on your age, we can divide it by either 30 years, which obviously that makes the income pretty small, or there is a scenario where we can divide it by 36 months, which makes the income pretty big. And so, yeah, we've had a lot of people where, you know, it's like, well, I have 5 million, but I don't have like income per se, right? And so we are able to convert that into income so that you can qualify for a mortgage. And then, of course, dividends. It's hard to qualify on dividends, but, you know, if you have a very healthy portfolio, then you could theoretically have like a lot of dividends.
At those kind of numbers, does the interest count as income if they're sitting in, even if it's
Okay. Yep, because that would be reported. Yep.
Cool. Great question, Kenji. All right. Again, guys, go to the bottom of the page, coreteamhawaii.com. Give us your questions. We're happy to reach out to you and look forward to connecting with you on the next one. Have a great day, guys. Aloha.
Bye.